Alrighty, let's wait a few minutes. Hello guys, welcome. So I hope you're all doing well. I am very excited for today's live stream. Hi. Hello. Hi Rosie. Hi Denise. Hi. How are you doing? So guys, I am quite excited for today. I'm already working on a few new customs for the Blooming library, but today it will be all about the Noteful app. So I am very excited because yesterday, while I was organizing my template, I figured out something new, and I thought it's so cool. So overall, like, you know, Noteful is such a cool app. I can't believe. Hi, hubby. Hey, you are earlier than expected.
Ich bin 14 Stunden unterwegs heute.
Yes, but you said you will be at home at 8:30.
Du liest nur die Hälfte.
Okay, sorry if I am just reading only the half. But I am still excited to see you. What is that? A coconut? Coconut. Coconut what? Hubby gave me a coconut snack. Thank you, babe. So, hi Kelly, hi Rosie, and hi Wendy. Welcome. I've been battling with the flu and bronchitis, but just watching to feel somewhat better. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear this. So it feels like a lot of people are getting sick currently. It must be the weather. Okay, Nalaki is saying hello.
Du stinkst.
She had she had chicken.
Yeah, but she smells like she eat.
Like what?
She smells like she ate.
She ate. Shitty outside. Yeah, but she just got chicken today. Hi, Delilah. Hello. Okay, guys. So before we start, I would like to know how much experience do you already have with Noteful? I know that we have a few beginners, but I am wondering, if you already have a lot of experience with Noteful, or should we just start with the basics, or with the basics? Or is there something you would like to know? So I thought I would just show you, like the basics first. So we're gonna start with the simple things, and then we will see how much time we still need, or how much we still need to explain everything. I'm new to Noteful, but I'm loving it. I've been using it maybe a month. Okay, best app ever. Yes, I agree. I am currently discovering so many new things on Noteful, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this app, guys, it's, for example, I'm just showing you, but don't worry if you currently don't know what it's about. I will also explain you that. But I just discovered that we can create even better outlines here. So this is, for example, my outline for my templates, and you can see I have numbers and the amounts here. So number 1, daily layout, 2, weekly layout, and so on. And I just figured out that you can also create points in outlines. So for example, we have monthly layout, and then I have blooming, and now I could just grab it and put it into monthly layout, and then and then it would be a monthly layout with blooming and with the colors. And that way we could, for example, create monthly layout and create something for vibrant, powerful, and so on. And then we will see all the pages. I did the same with my sticker book. So you can see I now have an outline for planner customization. So when I click on the arrow, I will see all the templates that I need for planner customization. And I also have the same for customies, for example. So I can delete the bookmarks and just create more outlines like this. And that way I can navigate through different pages without using the hyperlinks or without swiping or something. So that is very cool. I think I will also write this on my list to film a video about, because I think this is very, very game changing, especially if you want to organize your stickers or templates or something in the Noteful app. Okay, so before we start with the basics in here, I thought, what do you know about this surface overall? Did you try, for example, creating folders? Did you try the pinned options or the text? Is this something you would like to know more about it? So I can also explain you how this overall works, like some features, how to show your notes. I could also talk about the settings. So if you want, I would say we could start with that, because this is the first page in Noteful. So when we open Noteful, this is the first thing we have. And I think that this one is pretty nice. So it is, for example, if we compare to GoodNotes, we have a few more options here, in my opinion. And I really like how it's very, we have a great overview here. It's very intuitive. And overall, I really like it. Yes, I would like to learn about settings and creating notebooks. Okay, so then we would start with that. So, when you open Noteful, the first thing you have is the section Notebooks, and here you will find all your files inside of Noteful. So everything that you imported into the app is right here. If you want to see more of your covers, you can use 2 fingers and zoom in and make the previews very big. That way you can, for example, scroll down to see all the big covers. The same also works with zooming out. So instead of doing this, you zoom out, and then you can make your previews pretty small. So this is the smallest one, and then you see all your notebooks that you have inside Noteful. And if you want to see more, you can zoom in again. I normally like to have like 3 notebooks next to each other, and that way I can see my covers, and this is very, very nice. So I personally like it. So Delilah also already said, I had no idea you could do that. Yes, you can do it, and you can also do it in the preview of each sticker book. So, for example, when you have your planner open or a sticker book open, and you are on your homepage and you want to go to the document that you've been working the last, or the book that you opened the last time or the latest, you can click on this little icon here, and you will always come to the notebook that you've been working on. So, for example, when I now go to my planner and I go back to the home screen, and when I click again on this little icon, I will come to my planner on the page that I've been working on. So that way you don't need to search for your notebook or anything. You can just go click on the icon, and you will come back to your previous document. So the same thing with the zooming in and zooming out works with the overview. So if you want to see all your templates in Noteful, you can click on the 4 squares, and you can do the same. So if you zoom in, you can make your spreads bigger, and if you zoom out, you can make them smaller. So if you want to rearrange pages, for example, it is easier to zoom out, so you can select a few more pages, and if you want to see more, you can zoom in. I personally really like to do this with the sticker book, for example, because that way I can always see what is on the pages of my sticker book. So if you have everything well organized, and if your stickers are also on other pages, like for example, let me scroll a little bit here. Let me start with the realistic stickers. I can zoom in, and that way I can see way much better what's on each sticker book page. So, in the next part here of Noteful, you have a few options. You have, for example, this section here, which is called Untagged. Here you will find all your templates that do, notebooks that do not have any tags. So if you use tags for organizing, then you might want to give them tags. If you don't use them, then you can just ignore it. Tabs overall in Noteful are very, very helpful to organize your things. So for example, if you don't have a sticker book and if you have all the sticker kits separately, so for example, let me show in GoodNotes to compare it. In GoodNotes, I have a folder that is called sticker. And here I see all the different sticker books. And if you want to organize them even more, you could use the tag system here. So for now, I have a tag for dated, where I currently just have my Blooming Life Planner. For undated, where I can see all my undated journals. And then I have a tag for CP, so for Shelly Planner. And underneath the tag, I have customies. So when I click on this, I will come to all the customies. And I have realistic stickers for all the realistic stickers and wallpaper kits. And the same goes with Last Twitterer, Sticker Organization, and Vibrant. So I had a very, very detailed tag system earlier, but since I'm using my sticker book, I don't need them that much. So if you have if you use tags to tag notebooks, you will see them here, but you will also see all the tags inside a document. So for example, I have a little tag here called Vibrant, and you can see now this page with the tag Vibrant is in my template, so in my notebook on page 59, and it's called Vibrant. So when I click on this, I now come to the template in my notebook where I added the little tag here, so I know this is a Vibrant template. You can do the same, for example, with your stickers. So when you have realistic stickers, you could add a sticker. So I can show you that. So for example, when I use a realistic sticker kit, so let's say I want to go and let's go to Fairy Midsummer, for example. You can click on the little plus here, and then you will find the option to add a tag. And here you will find all tags that you already have, but you can also click on Manage Tag, or you just write the name here. So for example, I could now write Fairy Midsummer. So, and then you have the name here. I can click on New Tag, and then I will see Fairy Midsummer here. Now, Fairy Midsummer is a realistic sticker, so I could also organize this, so by clicking on Manage Tags, and then I could also go to Fairy Midsummer. Where is it? Wait, no, where is it? Here, but it's gone. Can you see it? Oh, I'm gonna show you. In the home screen. So, but you can see we now have a tag here, which is called Fairy Midsummer. Tags are always on a layer. So you can see this one is now on my layer sticker, but I could also add it to the layer hyperlinks. If you delete a tag inside a document, it will disappear. So then it will also you won't see it in your tag system too. So if you use tags but you don't want them to be visible, you can click on the lasso tool, select the tag, and you could. Okay, here you cannot do it. Okay, so forget it. So normally you can lower the opacity, for example, but with tags it doesn't work. So I would just, if you don't want to see the tags, you could add them to a tag layer and hide this, so then you won't see it. But I personally don't think that it's so bad. So I think it's okay if we just keep it there. So now we have Fairy Midsummer, the tag, and when we go back to our overview, you can see that I have the Fairy Midsummer tag. So what I wanted to say is Fairy Midsummer is a realistic sticker. So normally I can also hold this and drag it to realistic stickers. So now I have realistic stickers and I see Fairy Midsummer here. So that means that I could now click on Fairy Midsummer and then I will see the page. Same goes when I click on realistic stickers. I will also see all the files that are tagged with realistic stickers, and we also have Fairy Midsummer here. You could, if you want to, but this depends on how you want to organize. So now you see the tag changed to CP, realistic sticker, Fairy Midsummer. So it is similar to the files organization, so with folders. You could now also copy the tag and paste it to every single page if you want to. Again, this is just if you really want to be very, very organized. So, and when I do this, I can add them here on top of it, like this. And when I go back and go to my tags and Fairy Midsummer, I will see all the sticker pages that are coming with the stickers. So you can also do the same with notes, for example, if you have a specific topic in study books, or if you need some specific topics for your in your planner or something, you can always use the tags if you want to. If you don't want to use a tag anymore, you can normally just hold and then or click on it. And wait, let me check. Somewhere I can also delete them somewhere. Here. So if you want to delete a tag, you're gonna click on the tag here under the file, and you can then click on manage tag, and there you can also delete this. If you delete a tag, it will also disappear on all the notebooks that the tags is coming with. This will not delete the notebooks itself, but it's gonna delete the tag. So when I now delete the tag, you can see all the notebooks are gone. And when I now go back to my sticker book, I still have the pages, but the tag is away. So this is about the tag system. So if you, for example, have different stickers from different creators, it's very fun to tag all of them. So you can see I have one for last rituals, but I always use the sticker book, so I personally don't need the tags anymore. But again, when we now have the untagged section here, I could just go, for example, to the trinket box, and I could drag it and drop it into last rituals. And then it also disappears because this one only shows me everything that is untagged. So instead, I will now see last rituals has now 2 documents. So when I click on it, I'm going to have the sticker book and the trinket box. That way you could organize your stickers, for example, for creators, or like customies, realistic stickers, templates. So you can always organize it the way you want. So I could also now, for example, select a few ones, like 2026 Blooming, for example, and self-care planner and the December Blooming, and then I could select all of them and bring them to dated. So, and then I have all the dated planners in here. So I personally like to tag whenever it's possible. So now I could select, for example, my notebooks, and say, hey, these are undated. And I could also go to templates and bring them to sticker organization, for example. The December self-care is also dated. The Christmas customizer is a customizer. So I could now also select it. And then you also, when you select something, you can see a little bar here. So you can share the file, you can duplicate, move it to a different folder, delete it, or edit text. And then you can, for example, click on edit text. And now I could create a tag and call it customizer. And create a new tag. And then I will click on done. And when I now go to customizer, it is here. And when I now grab the customizer and drag it to CP, it will be underneath CP. So now it will also be CP and customizer. Sometimes tags, documents have more than one tag, and then you can also always delete one. So for example, I think it's totally fine if it's in CP customizer, so I don't need this. So I can just delete it. And then I have one tag only. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions, you can always ask me. And if this is something you are not interested in, you can also just let me know, okay? So I want to make it a bit fun for you. So if you are not interested in anything, just let me know. Hello, Elise, by the way. Welcome. Nice to see you here. So, now I'm gonna show you this one. So we have one called Unfiled, but to be honest, I have never seen this and I have no idea what it means. I guess it means that it's not in a folder, so we can try it together. I have a few folders. So I had a folder for stickers when I started with Noteful, but I think, so if you don't want to use the tags, you can also use the folders, but I personally think that, the tags are a bit better for me. So, but you can see I have a folder for planners, and then it has journals and planners as well, and you will see all the folders here, including the subfolders. So let's try. I guess that when I zoom this to sticker, okay. So the unfiled documents are all documents that are not in a folder. So when I go to the 2026 blooming and the December self-care and these ones, I can grab them and add them to planner, and then they will also disappear. So, and then I could, for example, create another folder. If you want to create another folder, you can click on the little plus here, and then you can say, hey, I want to have a new folder. And then you can also give it a name. You can select the color if you want to. So you could, for example, make it pink. And you also can add an icon. So you have a few icons, so same as in GoodNotes, for example. You can add a few icons and you create a folder. And then it looks like this. You also have the same option here. So you can zoom to make everything bigger, and you can zoom to make everything smaller. So, and now let me check something. I zoomed in. Okay, no, I thought I saw something. So now when I go back to Unfiled, I can select all of these notebooks, for example, and then I'm gonna add them to notebook. So, and then I can select the stickers and add them to the sticker folder. And then we could also create another folder with wallpaper. Let's call it wallpaper. Make it yellow, and we're gonna select a different cover. Maybe we have something fun here, like a little home screen or something. No, so I'm just gonna grab the sun, create, and then I can select the wallpapers. Bring it to the wallpaper folder, and then it's also organized. Do you need to buy the Pro or continue using the free version? So I bought the Pro version real quick, because especially when you want to create a lot of layers, you need the Pro version to have more of them. So otherwise you would have like a small amount of features only. But I think the Pro version of Noteful is just $5.99, and it is a lifetime purchase. So I think if something is worth it, then the Noteful one, the Noteful Pro version. So then we have the next feature here, which is trashed. So as the name says, now here you have all the elements that are in your trash can. So you can see all of them here. If you want to delete them, you can click on delete all, but then they will be gone forever. So make sure that you don't delete anything you don't want to delete. Sometimes if you have a backup in Google Drive, for example, you can sometimes restore things, but just make sure you don't delete something you don't want to delete, okay? I had the issue in summer with my sticker book, and it was a mess. So, but now we could delete everything, and then the trash bin is empty, and this also always saves storage. A main tip also for GoodNotes or for any other PDF annotation app was, if you use an app and if the app gets laggy, the first thing you want to do is empty your trash can or your trash bin, because you have a lot of storage in here, and if you delete it, you normally don't need it anymore. So just delete it if you want to, and then you can sometimes make your app a bit faster, and you also save storage as well. Alrighty, so then we have another one which is called pinned, and here you can pin your most important documents. So for example, I pinned my sticker book here, my 2025 Blooming Life Planner. I also pinned the reading journal and the content page in my Blooming Life Planner. So you can pin different documents, but you can also pin pages. So as you can see, this one is the content page in my 2025 Blooming Life Planner. To pin a page, you can click on the 3 dots here on the top right corner, and then you will have the option pin page here. So in this case, it's pin page 21. And when I now go to my pinned elements, I can see the page here. The same also goes, you can click on the 3 points again and unpin the page, so that way it's gonna be removed. When you click on the document inside your pinned folder, you can also click on unpin, and then it's gonna be gone. So now you can see it's gone. So this is very helpful if you have documents that you always want to use. So I personally always use the first view here because I don't have so many files. But if you have some very important files you always use, you can pin them, and that way they will always be here visible. So another thing you can do is you can also click on the little arrow to hide this. So then you have just the notebook and the pins, and you don't have so many extra things, So you can always click on this and navigate through this. By clicking on the little list icon here, you can change the view from icons to a list. And here you see we now have the list, and then you have the list overview. Hi, Remy. Welcome. Alrighty, so and then when you want to edit something, you can always just click and hold, and you will get a quick menu here with edit, duplicate, move, share, and whatever you want. So for example, you could also share an entire folder as a native Noteful file, PDF, or image. And I've never tried this, but you can do it. Okay, so then we're gonna have the settings. If you want to set some settings in Noteful, you need to click on the little N, and here you will see a few things. So you have some notebook templates. So you can see all the covers, for example, that Noteful is coming with. So we have a few here, like the composition notebooks. We have some actor patterns and all of this. And you also have saved ones, so you can add your own notebooks or notebook covers as well. So for example, when we click on the little plus, and we can say import file, and I am just gonna do, let me check. I will just, wait. Click on cover PNG and gonna click on one of the Blooming files, for example. And then I see my the Noteful, the cover page here. So, and that way you can also customize your notebook covers if you want to. So, and you see we also have different options for landscape, for example. So if you want to create your own notebook, you can also do it here. Same goes with paper templates. So here you can see all the templates that Noteful is coming with. But you can also add your own templates. So for example, when I played a little bit, I added all the backgrounds here. So this is pretty cool, because if you want to use a background on an empty page, you can just upload them to your template. And when we have a notebook, we can use this. So I'm going to show you that. To create a new notebook, you can click on the little plus, and then you can click on create notebook. And here you can say if you want to have a cover or not. And you can also give it a name. So I'm going to call it test, and I want to have a cover, and then you can click on the 3 dots and you will see all the covers that you want and also the saved ones. So here's our own cover, so we can click on it. Then we click on done, and then we have this as a cover. And same goes for the paper. So I could now also click on the 3 dots, and I have the papers from Noteful. So the cool thing in Noteful is that you can set a lot of different options here. So you can say if you want to have a different color. So you can see you have a lot of colors here. By clicking on the 3 dots, you can also see even more colors. You can click on the plus and select any color you want. So you can see now the template are changing to the colors, as you can see. So this is so cool. And you can also select the size, so A3, A4, A5, letter, tablet, and so on. So different options as well. So depending on what you like, you can use it, and you can choose between horizontal, portrait and horizontal. So, and then you also, and that, guys, is so cool. You can also select the line spacing. So you can say, hey, I want to have a huge line spacing. So you can see the lines are getting bigger. So the biggest is 35. So you have a lot of space between the lines. But you can also click on the 8 and then everything will be way smaller. That is very, very cool if you want to work with the notebook in Noteful itself. You also have a line thickness. So you can say, hey, I want to have thin lines or medium lines. Hey, Coney, don't worry. I'm also going to save the live stream and upload it on YouTube so you can watch the replay tomorrow. Okay, so what I did, I saved all the backgrounds as templates here. So now I could also select a background, click on done. And when I create the notebook, I can also select a folder. Click on done, and then it's gonna open my notebook. So now you can see I have this cover, and here is my page. And when I now want to create a new page, it will also be the same paper, and you can just scroll and it will automatically create a new one. So in that way, we could now create a journal page, for example, with all the PNGs, and we already have a background here. You can also change papers within a notebook. So to do so, you can click on the 3 dots, and then you're going to click on paper, and you can select another paper. So I could now also select a different background if I want to, and click on done. And you can see I still have the original paper here and the new one here. But if I want to have all of them with this background, I can click on the 3 dots, click on paper, and then I will just say apply to all pages. And that way, Noteful will automatically update all the papers, including the front cover. Okay, so a little quick tip: if you want to delete anything, you can always delete the notebook or the file you are using inside the editing area. So you just need to click on the 3 on the arrow, and then you will see a few options, like you can add a tag, you can open it in a new window, close the tab, close other tabs. So for example, when I'm tired of all the tabs in here, I can say close other tabs, and then it will close all the tabs except my my current one. And when you want to delete something, you can click on the arrow, and then you will see delete. And that way it's gonna delete the entire notebook. So, and now it disappears. And when I now go to trashed, you can see the notebook is in the trash bin. I can click on delete all, and then it's gone. Okay, so a quick question. Is this clear to you? Do you have any questions? Is there anything you new? Also, did you learn something new? Or, yeah, just let me know, and I am getting some of my juice. Okay. So if you have any questions, guys, please always ask me, okay? So now we can continue with the settings. So we have the notebook template, as I showed you. That way you can also upload your own one. So if you want to upload something on your own, you can click on the Saved tab. And then, where did I upload it? All right. You can also add different categories, like my template. So I could, for example, rename it to backgrounds if I want to. Let's see what happens. So I normally, or I often just, create or test a lot. So I am just using, I'm taking the time to play with Noteful, and then I always, discover a lot. So when I now click on template, what happens? So I click on done. Now I have a background category here. And I also have a template category. And you can see it says no template saved. And now I also see the little plus. So I could click on it and click on import file. And now, for example, I could go to the notebook that I dropped yesterday. And select all the PNG files and open them. So it's loading a moment. Or a long moment because I didn't download them yet. So it has to download from the iCloud. Alrighty. Let's wait. Was denn?
Where is...
Tschüss?
Where is dog? Dog snacks.
Dog?
Snacks.
Dog snacks? Yeah, she wants a chicken.
Wo?
It's in the fridge. Oben auf der blauen Box. From where is the background with the pink cloud also? Do you want to drink it? You can empty it if you want to. Okay. Wait, so now I can also click on select a category. So I click on template, save it. And that way you can see it preparing. And now you can already see it here. All my templates are now here. So all the templates that I created for the notebook, for example, are now here. Which one do you mean, Connie? This one? Or this one? Or this one? Can you tell me which row? Beside the red and leaves one. This one. I think this one is from the Berry Foil Customizer. Schatz, hast du morgen Homeoffice?
Nee.
Nee?
Ich muss um 6 ins Büro.
Oh nee.
Roman hat jetzt Urlaub.
I need to get it. Oh, you don't have the Berry Foil Customizer?
Sorry, ich gehe um 9 ins Büro.
Das geht ja noch.
Ja.
Was? Was wolltest du den letzten Schluck Saft?
Saft für Arme.
Das ist, das ist Saft mit Zitrone hier. Koste. Wasser mit Zitrone. Koste.
Wo ist denn die Zitrone?
Koste doch einfach, vertrau mir doch mal. Ich bin live, Romano.
Ich dachte, das ist normales Wasser.
Ich hab doch gerade gesagt, das ist Wasser mit Zitrone.
Ja, und ich dachte, du hast hier einfach nur noch Wasser mit.
Nein. I wanted to buy it yesterday, but something held me back. Yeah, hubby. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But I think, let me check, but I think it's in the Berry Foil Customizer. I don't want to say something wrong. So. But you mean this one, right? This is, yeah, a part of the Berry Foil Customizer. Okay, guys. So then when we are in our settings, you can also select the theme. So you can say if you want to have the dark toolbar, or so if you want to have a dark or light system. So you could say, for example, a dark system, so then everything is dark. But you can also say you want to have a dark toolbar or match appearance. So match appearance and matches to the one you have. So I, for example, prefer the light one. You can also go with the system. So if your iPad has the dark mode, it's gonna be dark. If it has the light mode, you're gonna use the light one. So when you say match appearance, you can see the toolbar is light as well. But I personally don't like it that way, so that's why I keep the toolbar dark and the appearance light. So then cloud syncing is synchronizing it with the iCloud. So if you use Noteful if you use Noteful on another iPad or on your MacBook or on your iPhone, you can click on cloud syncing and then it's gonna synchronize. I can tell you my experience with cloud syncing is not so good. So for example, I wanted to use my iPad mini for planning as well, but sometimes it takes days until everything is synchronized. So I would recommend it if you want to use it someday, but if you want to use something regularly, yeah, you can keep it on, but I think it's not that much or that good. So then we have document editing. I'm going to show you that in the document editing or in the document itself. And then we also have gesture settings. So my gesture settings are that 2 finger taps, so that I click with 2 fingers on the page to undo something. And then you can also use 3 fingers to redo. You also have the options 3 finger swipe to left to undo or swipe to right to redo. So you could also do it like this or this, but I think I'm fine with that and that. And yeah, you can also say zoom to fit with. So this means with the finger double tap. So this means when you zoom something out like this and you use 2 fingers to double tap, it's gonna it's gonna fit the entire system here. Okay, and last but not least, something very important is the data section. So you can export data, which means you can export all your notebooks if you want to. This is good if you want to save something. You can select all of them. So the exported data will be saved as a zip file and will contain all notebooks and text in Noteful format. This is good if you don't use it, for example, with Google Drive and you want to save your files. So then you can export all of them. But you can also click on auto backup and connect it, for example, with Google Drive. And then you will find all your important folders in Google Drive. I can also show you how this looks like because I did it. Wait, let me check my storage thing here, and then I'm gonna show you. So here, when I go to Google Drive, you can see these are all my folders. So I have dated, undated, sticker organization, so all the tags. And when I click on dated, I will see all my planners and so on. So, or when I go to sticker organization, I'm gonna see all my sticker books and the sticker book file here and add-on and other sticker books and templates. And the cool thing is that you always see the size. So if you want to organize your Noteful and you don't know which files are very big, you can also click on different tags to see how big your things are. So for example, my Blooming Light planner is pretty big with 3 GB, but I think after a year of using tons of stickers, this is totally fine. So, and you can also see or check if you always want to save something as Noteful files or as PDF, but I would always recommend to go with Noteful, because if something gets lost, you can just open the files from your backup as a Noteful file again, and then you can also edit everything. Alrighty, so now we are done here. So let's go to the editing part. And I think this is maybe the most interesting part here. But let me check the comments. I've seen a few questions. Oh, sorry. Wait. Where is it? I saw a comment from Ellie. How do you do to have your toolbar like upside? Okay, so you can change the position of your toolbar. Just let me check. I think here it's in the view section. So when you go to your documents and you click on this little screen icon here, you can see page view, so vertical, horizontal, and 2 pages. And you can also select the toolbar position. So you could, many people add their toolbar on the side, for example, then you have it like this. You can also do it on the other side, so then you have it here. Or you can also do it to the bottom here if you want to. I personally like to have it here. So, and then you have another one for the tab bar, and this is this is the tab bar here. So when you click on the bottom, you will see all your open files here. I personally like to have everything upstairs, or upstairs, no, not upstairs, but on the top of everything. So I keep it like this. Alrighty, so then we have a few other options, like keep iPad awake. If you activate this, it will always keep your iPad awake. I would not recommend this because I used this and then my iPad was always awake. So, I somehow, it was on all other apps and everything as well. So I would just, if you need to check your planner, or if you have your planner on your desk while working and you need to look for a while, you can click on it so it won't get dark. But if you can, I would always deactivate it, because otherwise it would take a lot of battery, and your iPad is always awake. So you also have the night mode option. So this one is, you can click on the little icon here, as you see. So here's the little setting, and then you can say, hey, I want to have, in the night mode should be darker, or like different colors and the brightness here. But to be honest, I never used this, and I don't know if this is so necessary. So, but you can turn it on or off if you want to. So then we have this status bar, which is here, for example, this one to see the time and your battery. You can turn this off. I know that a few people, including me earlier, hide the status bar if you want to film videos on your iPad doing your work time. Because that way no one can see the time, so no one knows when you made a video. That way no one knows if you worked there or not. But for now I keep it online to see my battery and everything. Charlie, are you showing the thing you mentioned on my live yesterday? I already did, but I can show you again. Give me a second. Hi, Daria. Do you know how to save the stickers to make space on your tablet? So I have a different version or a different way to organize my stickers. The most important stickers are in my sticker book, and for now my sticker book is 3 GB big, so it is not that big. To all the stickers that I don't know that I don't use regularly, I organize them with my Files app. So with the iCloud app here, I have a little system here. So you can see I have a few tags, and I am also working with the tags from the cloud or from the iCloud or the Files app. And here I have a folder in my iCloud called Digital Stuff, and this one is where I save all my digital stickers and so on. But I also use tags, so you can see here are all my realistic stickers and not everything. So the realistic stickers in my Files app are not in my sticker book, and that way I can just keep them in the cloud. If I need them, I can download them, and if I don't need them, I can just remove the download, so they are still in my iCloud but not on my iPad. Thank you so much. How do you do to have numbers in the colors, the circuit ones? Okay, so this one is a pen setting. So when you click on the pen, like when you select a little pen like this one, you can always have some settings here. So you can select the different pens, you can select the size, and if you click on the sliders, you also have some extra settings if you want to. And if you use this pen, for example, and for a specific size like 0.4, you're gonna select the pencil and then you can just start writing. If you want to have a specific pen and a specific size and a specific color, you can create a style. That means you can click on a color. So for example, we can click on the green color. And when you click on it, you will find 3 options: grid, wheel, and style. When you click on grid, you can select a color from the grid. When you click on wheel, you can select the color from the wheel. And when you click on style, you can click on custom style. And there you have the option to select the size you want. And you can also select the brush. You can select the stroke style. And you can also select the color. So let's say we want to have a pink one. I'm going to select this one. And then I click on style, custom style, and 0.5. And now when I select this, I will always have this pen. And I have a few numbers here because I sometimes like to use the black one. So when I click on this, it will always be the black with 0.45. I also have a blue one, so this looks more like a pencil, and a red one that is a bit smaller. You can do the same with your highlighters. So you will find the highlighters here, and you can also select different colors. Highlighter color the way you want, and then you can also click on style and select the size as well. Oh wait, that was the eraser. Here are the highlighters, but you can set the custom style for the pen and for the highlighters. This was a game changer, actually. I use it every time. Yeah, I think we discovered it together in a live stream. But yeah, for me, it's a game changer too. Oh, that's new too. This live stream is such an interesting video. Thank you so much. You're welcome. So, if you let me ask you a question, guys. Did you use a different app before Noteful, or did you start digital planning with Noteful? You can let me know this in the comment, and I'm gonna grab another sweater because somehow my sweater or my hoodie got wet when I did the dishes. And it's cold. So again, let me know in the comment if you used a different app before Noteful, and if yes, which one. Ja, aber ich muss das Bett trotzdem nachher noch beziehen. Du kannst doch auf die Couch gehen. Was? Ich bin nicht aggro. Meine Nase juckt. Ich will mir mein Pullover holen, dann muss ich weitermachen. Oh, wo ist er? Mein Gott, Nala, du Stalker. Geh doch einfach zu Herrchen ins Bett und bleib da. Hör doch mal auf, mich überall zu verfolgen. Mein Gott. Okay. So. Oh, that is... I'm gonna read your comments. Give me a second. I finally washed my favorite hoodie. So... I'm back in pink. Okay, guys, so let me check the comment. So, GoodNotes, I use GoodNotes. I was used to use GoodNotes, but that app just got worse and worse with every update. Okay, so I used GoodNotes too. And I have a little tip for you. If you use GoodNotes and if you want to make the switch a little bit easier. So one thing that I did immediately, so right when I started using Noteful, was adjusting my toolbar. So I don't know how it's for you, but I am someone who always, I don't even know the icon anymore. I just go click on it and work. So I had a toolbar here. I mean, they now changed it again, but before I switched when I switched to Noteful, we had the classic toolbar. Now we have this, whatever this is. But I had like my pencil here, my highlighter, my eraser and everything. So I had an order. And I always knew where to click because my brain just got used to it. And now, the first thing I did was I adjusted the toolbar to the exact same order as in GoodNotes. That way, I didn't have to think where I find the different tools because I already know the order from GoodNotes. To customize the toolbar, you can click on the 3 dots here, and you will find the setting customize toolbar. And here you can see all the features that Noteful is offering, like undo, redo, insert, pen tool, eraser tool, highlighter tool, lasso tool, and so on. And you can select all the features you want to have. So for example, I don't use the audio recordings. I also don't use the tape tool in Noteful or take photo, but all the other things are features that I am using. And you can just select all of them you want, and then you can click on the 3 dots, the 3 lines here, to adjust the order. And it's gonna start, it's gonna start from the left to the right, or depending on how you have your toolbar. So when we have the toolbar, for example, on the side, it's gonna be from the top to the bottom. And that is something nice. So when you switch to a new app, it's always very helpful to just select the order you want so you know where to click. So, for example, I have undo, redo, then I have insert, pen tool, highlighter, eraser, lasso, sticker, image, and all the other things. So now I'm going to change this because I personally like to have my toolbar on the top. Okay, so when you, I don't know if it's activated for you, but if you have draw with touch, I will turn this off, because when you turn it on, you can also draw with your fingers, and this can be very confusing. So I think you can also, select a few things here, but I will just turn it off. Just turn it off. Okay, so then for the extra features, like you have the pen tool, you can click here to select the pens and the size. And when you click on the little extra thing here. You have motion smoothing. So this is kind of, to help you having a better handwriting. But I kept it very low because I personally don't like this feature, or not as much. So, and when I click on this little icon, you can see we have a few more sections. So we have auto shape that allows us to have the auto shape. So when I write a circle and hold, it's gonna get a circle, or when I hold and do a line, it's a line, or auto shape. So we can always create different shapes here. And then you also can turn on scribble to erase. The cool thing in Noteful is that you also have some small videos. So for example, when we click here on the play button, it's gonna show us how we can use it. So see, you can erase and hold, and then it's gonna erase something. And you can also see if you want to have a shape. Yeah, we have a few small tutorials in here to see what's happening. So we also have the delay, which is how much time you have to hold something to finally erase it. So when I say hello, and I'm gonna set the delay to like 1.5 seconds, just for example, I would need to hold a long time to erase it. I'm lazy, everything has to be very quick, so I have it to 0.3 seconds. So then you can also use the sensitivity, so the pen pressure. So this is sometimes helpful if you want to use, for example, the brush or something. So then you have different pressures. So you see it's getting thinner or thicker. But yeah, I am not using this one. And you also can select here, draw on hover. So strokes can be drawn even without pen pressure. So then you can, you sometimes don't even have to touch the screen. But I turned everything off because I realized that my handwriting is better with these settings. Okay, what's next? The tape tool is pretty cool to select different shapes for tapes and so on. I am personally not a big fan of tapes because if you want to write something and you have a tape on top of, so if you have a tape on your page, everything that you write is always underneath the tape. So you can see, I can click on it to hide, but for example, in GoodNotes, you could create a tape and then write something on top of it. So I personally don't use the tape tool, but you can use it if you want to. If you have a lot of tapes in here, so this might be helpful if you, for example, if you're studying, if you have a lot of tapes in your planner, you can, click on the tape tool and cover all or reveal all, and then all of them, reveal what you have underneath. And not when you write on another layer, then you can write on top of it. Yeah, I know, but I think this is pretty... inconvenient. So if you use the tape tool and on one layer, then of course you can use it. I will also show you, so we're going to talk about the layers in the next step. So when you have a layer, like let's say the entries here, and I can create a lot of tape, and then when I have a layer on top of it, I can also write on it, and then nothing will happen. See? But yeah, I think, I don't know. I am not a big fan of the tape tool in Noteful. So this is one thing that was better in GoodNotes, in my opinion. Alrighty, so what else? So the eraser is something that I personally also don't like that much, to be honest. Because, the eraser is... it is a pain. Let's say it like this. So I've never seen such a bad eraser than in Noteful, but yeah. So when we erase something, we can say erase whole line, so then it's gonna erase the entire line. For me, it is always turned on. You can also say erase highlight only, then it will only erase the highlighter. You can also click on auto select previous tool. So when you have something, like when you write something and you delete, it will automatically go back to the pencil tool or to the previous tool. But I also don't use it. And then you can also select erase shapes and erase tapes. The painful thing in Noteful is that you, for example, you cannot, like you can't just erase something here. So it is, it could be better. So for example, I tried to fill out a habit tracker and wanted to erase something around, and it was not possible. So the eraser is okay for simple things like this, but not for anything else. I always have a problem to find the right option to erase something. I hate it so much. Yeah, me too. So I have to say, when I want to delete something, I'm just gonna select it with the lasso tool and delete. So that goes easier for me. But yeah, so the lasso tool got an update. If you didn't update Noteful yet, I can recommend to do so. So when you click on the lasso tool, oh wait, let me close this. You can select between handwriting, highlights, text boxes, images, shapes, and tapes. So you now have more options. You can say if you want to have the freehand tool, so then you can just select it like this. And if you use the rectangle, which is my favorite, you're just gonna do a rectangle like this, and then you can move everything around. So, and then we have the stickers option. This one is also very nice in my opinion. So you can use a lot of different stickers here. So you can use the sticker collections to actually organize the stickers. A cool thing is that you can swipe through them right here to navigate between different sticker collections. They are also pretty big, so you can see a lot in here. And you can also reorganize. So for example, I now have this little doggo here and I see it here, but let's say I want to have the doggo in front of with a notebook. I can click on edit, and then I can just bring it on top of this, and then the icon here also changed. To create a new stickers collection, you can click on the plus, and you can say a new collection, or you can also import files. So if you got realistic stickers from a shop, for example, you will always get Noteful files. And back then I also offered Noteful collection files. A bit tricky to show you because I already deleted the files from my iCloud, but when you have a realistic, wait, let me show if I can send something to my iPad to show you what I mean. Give me a second. Okay, I am going to send something to my iPad to show you how to import the stickers, because I just realized that this is also sometimes confusing for people. So when we have, for example, this one here, it is can you see it? So we have, this is like a sticker kit. It's called the tropical punch. And you can see we have GoodNote files and Noteful files. And GoodNote always comes with a GoodNote file. So this one is for the sticker book. And then we have collection. This is the GoodNote collection. But you can also do the same with Noteful. So Tropical Punch Point Noteful is the pre-cropped sticker one. Sticker book. And this one here, Point Noteful minus stickers, is the sticker collection. And when you want to use a sticker collection, you have two options. So you could click on your stickers, click on the plus, and say import file, and then you need to select the sticker file. So for example, I saved it to my downloads. So now I see tropical punch point Noteful minus stickers, and when I click on open, it will automatically import the sticker the sticker collection into my collection. Same goes when you are using it from the files. You can click on the share icon here and click on open with Noteful, and then it should import. But the easiest way is to do it in the first thing, because it seems to load a long time. I don't have so much time here. So, but yeah, you can also rearrange sticker collections by clicking and dragging. So you can drag this to have it, for example, on top of everything. And that way you can also create your own collection files. A cool thing about the Noteful collection file is that when you add something, like for example, on this page I use papers, and you can see the papers. So with a tab, they already have the size I need to cover up everything in my blooming. So when you want to add something, you can just select whatever you want to save, and then you're going to click on save, and you can add it to your sticker collection. So for example, I create a sticker collection for each planner, and this one was 2025 blooming. And when I save it, I have my papers in here. And the cool thing is, if you want to use it then, you can go to your sticker thing and you have it. See, it is the same size and almost the same position. And that is so cool. You just have to reposition it a bit, and then you have everything in the same size. So you don't have to resize anything. It will save the size. And that way you can, for example, create collections for your planner books or for papers, because it will always be the same size. So I did this with planner books, for example, before I had my sticker book, or for templates. So I saved all the templates, and when I, for example, click on it, you can see the templates are almost on the same position. So I can resize it a bit or reposition it a bit, but everything is already ready. It is already the size, everything is matching. That way you can save a lot of time. If you import something from the files, so from the sticker collection, like the template, for example, you will notice that it's gonna be one huge file. So if I want to, for example, let's say I just want to change the October here, and if I grab it, I would accidentally move everything around. This is something I don't want to change this. I can click on it, and then you have the option to ungroup, because everything that is in your stickers collection will come as a group. So now you can just ungroup, and now you have every single thing separately. So in that way, I could now just select the October, delete this, and replace it with a new December. So, and that way I have my weekly, everything is already done, and I just change the monthly calendar. I personally really like these collections, especially if you have routines, for example. So you can see I have a weekly with a routine, and the routine is on every single day. And that way I saved everything. So I now just, whenever I want to use a weekly layout with the routine, I can just paste it into my weekly, and I don't have to write everything. This is very helpful if you want to plan quick. And if you don't want to write everything every single week, you can just create one perfect layout. You can also create a layout with your habit and something, and then you just have it like this. The same also goes if you don't want to customize your weekly. So you don't need to customize anything. So for example, I could also go to my weekly, click on entries, and just, or click on entries and open the template layer. We're going to talk about the layers too. And now I can just select everything and save to my blooming. And when I am in my next week, here I can open the stickers collection, gonna go to my blooming collection, and you can see everything is in here now. And you can also do this without templates, so with just the text only. So for example, if you use the same weekly layout all the time, always, you can also fill out the habits, the weekly goal, or if you, for example, like to use the text dots here. So I like to use the red emojis. So these are Apple emojis, and I like to use them on my to-do list. And you could also create a file with this. So I used it here from the sticker collection too. So that way I don't have to, add this every single time. So I can just add it for a few stickers, and you can do it for as many to-do lists as you want. You could also create something like this for all your to-do list, and even for the habits if you want to. So you could also go to the habits and add the dots here if you want to. So it's all up to you. And then you could just save this as a template, and that way, so let me show you. I'm gonna do it quick and dirty now. So that way, when I am going to save this as a template, save, and I will click on blooming. Done. And that way, I can always, when I use this weekly layout, I can go to my blooming, and then I have all of the dots here. So I just need to adjust the position, and then, yeah, then everything is in there. Courtney said I need to do this. I totally forgot I could do that. Yes, it is so much easier. So I have to say the sticker books and everything are nice, but sometimes, yeah, a few things are better. So for example, you could also do this with the customizers if you want to. You could go to, I need to go to my customizers. Give me a second. You could grab a customizer or a planner book. You can also select all of this. So we're going to copy this. We're going to paste it. And then resize it. And after this, we're going to select it and save it. So, and then now when I'm on my next page, I can click on the planner book and it's automatically the size. So now I can ungroup, and now I can also edit the pockets if I want to. So you can make your life very easy with the sticker collection if you want to. Yo said, oh my gosh, Shirley, you are making my work life easier. Thank you, Shirley. You are welcome. I'm glad it helps. So, and when you have a stickers collection, so for example, this is for my blooming here, for the 2025 blooming, you can always click on edit. That way you can also remove things. So I don't need the papers for now. I also don't need the template. So you can always delete, and you can also remove the position. So, and then as I showed you, the first sticker is always the first icon here. So I'm going to remove this with the planner books as well. But yeah, as you can see, you can create your own collection as well. A little tip for you when you want to use the collection is to save a small white screenshot. So you can you go with the lasso tool on top of a white surface or on a white space here, and you can already see it asks me to take a screenshot. So I can click on it, and then I can click on add. You can also turn off backgrounds, annotations or something. You can also select the size, as you can see. You can make it smaller or bigger. So I always keep everything on, and then you can, for example, share it, copy it, save image or something, or you just click on add, and then you have a little screenshot. And I would recommend to click on this, and then you can save it to your collection as well. So I already have something like this. Let me show you here in the first, right, the second icon. And that way you can always cover up things you don't want to use in your digital planner, and it is just right in your collection file. So you don't have to take a screenshot all the time. You can just save one small white rectangle, and then you can replace things. And if you want to duplicate something, you can click on the file, and then you can click on duplicate, and it will immediately create the same size, the same everything as a second duplicator. As a second dupe. I saw a question in the Facebook group. So what is the difference between duplicate and copy? And that is quite simple. So when I copy my white image, I need to click on paste to paste it. And when I duplicate it, it will immediately create a second version of it. So I don't need to paste, I just have it immediately. So this is helpful if you want to do something on the same page. If I, for example, would just like to cover up the left page, I can also copy it and go to my next page and paste it here. So if I want to do it like this. So this is the difference between duplicate and copy. If you duplicate something, it will happen immediately, and if you copy, it will be on your clipboard, and then you can paste it everywhere. Okay, so then here we have the image section, so we can grab images from our camera roll. We also have the text tool. So the text tool is also a nice tool actually. So wait. I think I will continue with the toolbar first, and then we're going to talk about the layers. But first I need to take my medication, so please give me a second. Ich habe Wasser geholt.
Ich habe gesehen, Baby, ich habe schon Flasche. Baby, kannst du mir größte Gefallen Europas tun?
Was denn?
Kannst du mir meine Tabletten geben?
Die aber nicht gestellt und ich bin live.
Ich auch.
Hättest du sie gestellt, hätte ich für den sofort gebracht. Alrighty, I am back. Do you have a 2026 planner, or is the Blooming planner undated? I have a 2026 planner. So we have the Blooming Live planner in 2026. So I am currently using the December version, but it's also coming with as a 2026 version, as you can see. And we also have a second one, which is the self-care planner. And this is also a dated 2026 planner. You are welcome. Okay, the text tool. The text tool is pretty fun, to be honest. So when you click on it, you're gonna have the option to tap to insert text. Maybe something you also need to know. When you zoom into something, you're gonna have like a little status bar. So you can click on it and have some settings. So Then you will come to the document editing, and it's gonna show you like here the page number indicator, and you can say if you want to have it on the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, or never show. And you can also say the you want to have a zoom percentage or not. And I have it on my top right here because the cool thing about this feature is that when you zoom in and you have some errors here. So, and when you go and open a link. So for example, when I say I want to go to my overview and then I'm like, oh, I want to go back to my weekly, I can just click on the little arrow and I will get back to my previous page. And you can do this as long as you want. And you can also go forward. So let's say you are done with the weekly, you want to go back to the overview, you can click on this one. And that way you can also easily navigate between pages without using links, which is also very helpful. So, but now let's talk about the text tool. So once you activated the text, you need to tap somewhere to open it, and then you will see a lot of different options here. So here you will see the fonts. So you can see you have all your fonts that are on your iPad and that are working with Noteful will appear here. And you can select a font you want, like for example, Kaysen. And if you turn on Scribble on your iPad, you can also write, and it's gonna write something. So you can adjust the size. So when you click on the number 9, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. You have until size 96 here, but you can always make text even bigger by just selecting it and resize. And then you can also make it as big as you want. If you need it that big, then you can also use it that big. Okay, so, and another option or another cool thing is you have, sometimes you can make it even thick or cursive or underline or, a line here, in the text. Some features like making something thick or cursive here is not working, so this depends on the font that you are using. But overall, you can select a few things. Here on the black arrow, you will see the text color, so you can also choose a different color to change the text color. And with this little icon here next to it, you can select the background. So you can say, hey, I want to have a purple background, or I want to have an orange background, so all of this works. And you also have a background style, so when you click on the first one, it will be in the full opacity. You have this one, so you have a little corner and a lower opacity in the middle. You have like this here, so then everything is transparent, but the corner is visible. And so here you have a few different options to style your background. And you can also select the border size, so you can make the border thicker or thinner if you want to. You have the corner radius, so that way you can make your text box round or less round. And you also have the padding, which is the distance between the text and the box. So if you want to have more space around it, you can click on padding or make padding more, and then you have the option here. And the opacity is the opacity of the text box. So you can lower it, but then you won't see anything, or you can make it higher. The opacity tool is also something very helpful if you want to create, for example, links, or if you want to do some other things. I'm going to show you a few tips with this too. And then something very cool is you can also say if you want to have the text centered. So let's say this is a text and I want to click on this, so then the text is centered, or it is on the left or on the right. And you can also select the line height, which is helpful if you want to write more in one box. So, hello, my name is Michelle. So, and then let's make this a bit smaller. So here, and when I now click on the line height, this is automatic, but I can also turn this off and select the line height on my own. And then you can also select if you want to have the text on top, in the middle, or on the bottom, but this does not work with all fonts, so it depends on the font you are using. I personally didn't see a positive effect with this, so for me it always looks the same. So, and then this is also kind of new. You also have the option to create a list, a bullet list, like this one. So you can see when you click on the little icon here, you can create a bullet list, but you can also create numbers. So hello, and let's do hello again. Everything is a bit too big here. I need to make it smaller. But you can see when you play with the bullet list or the numbers, you can create bullet lists or numbers. Okay, and then wait, I'm on the wrong layer here. Does everything happen? Okay, yeah, so. And then you also can, play with the I don't know the English word, but you can make everything a bit more white. Okay, so now I wanted to show you something special. You also have the option to set default fonts, and in Noteful you can create a lot of different options. So when you click on the little AA here, you have the option to select default font, or now you can create styles. So here you can see I have a lot of different styles. So whenever I use a different font with a different background color, for example, I can create a style. So for example, when I click on work event, I am now going to write something in the font Kindness Teacher with a pink background. So when I say hello, you can see it is in a round box with a pink background. If I want to use personal events, for example, I have a purple background. So when I now click on personal events and I say hello, you can see my text is automatically in the same font with the purple background. And I'm going to show you how you can do this. So to create something like this, you just click on the text and you can write a text like hello, my name is Shelly. No, with C. Shelly. So, and now I could select a font if I want to. So let's say we want to go with Calicat. And I want to have my font, or I want my font to be blue. So then I'm going to click on blue. And now I can click on the on AA. And I can say I want to create a new style. I'm just going to give it the name Calicat because this is the name of the font. Then I know, okay, this is Calicat. And now you can see I have Calicat here. So now when I want to add a new text, I can click on AA again, select Calicat, and then it will automatically in the style of Calicat. And the same goes, so you can create as many font styles as you want. So when you already have a font size, so I could also turn this one into my default font. So you can see there's one style with a star, and this is called normal or default font. And I could now click on update to match selection, and that way it's gonna update my normal font. So when I now start a text, I have a new font and a new color. So, and if I don't want this, I need to rename, change everything again. So I'm gonna make it on Holly's big ink again and the dark text, and then I'm gonna click on AA. Click on the 3 dots, update to match selection. And now I have a new, my font is the same size, or is in that style again. So was this clear to you? Do you need more explanations for this, or is that fine for now? Let me know. I know this is a lot of input, so if you need a break or something, guys, just let me know. I don't want to rush you through all the things and you have like burning head after the live stream. That was great. Okay, so that is good to hear. But don't worry, I'm going to save the live and I will save it to YouTube so you can just rewatch it. I've been using Noteful for months and always wondered how to save my font. So. Yeah, me too. But someone doing a live stream, someone explained me how to do this. And then I looked a little bit more on this one. And if you don't want to have a style anymore, you can also click on the three dots and delete it. And you can also apply options, full style, text only, or container only. So I could also, if I have, ooh, that is fun. So I can click on my text and I can click on pink box, apply container only. But what happens then? Can you see? Now we have the container. Oh, that is great. See? I didn't know this. How cool. And yeah, and when you select your text and you want to have it in a different style, you can always select the style and it will automatically change. So now I have a pink box here. If I want to have the full style, I have to click on apply options and pink box, and then it will also change the text again. You are learning with us. Yeah, that's true. I'm learning a lot doing the live streams when we try together, but I'm also currently learning a lot by just playing with Noteful. And currently I'm discovering a lot. Whew. So, and last but not least, we have the shape tool. The shape tool is my favorite, actually, to use in my sticker book for hyperlinks. I think we need to do another part of the Noteful tutorial. So there's so much. Oh, my brain is already smoking. Or, like, it's like boom. So when you can create shapes, you can also click on style, and the style feature is one of my favorites in Noteful. So you can select different colors. You can also select different styles with borders and opacity. You can also select the border size and make it thicker or thinner. You can also here select the radius and the opacity. And the opacity is one of my favorite things when it comes to links, because in Noteful you can also create links. And you can see we now have an invisible shape. And I could just click on link and create a link to a page. And that way I have a link here and I see it because it gets blue. And I can click on it and I will come to the page that I just linked. And yeah, this is pretty cool. So for example, in my sticker book, I added a lot of these links here to navigate between all the pages in my sticker book. Alrighty, but you can also use the shapes, for example, if you have templates, and if you need like a white template. So sometimes we have templates that are almost invisible without a background. And then you could also just create a shape like this, and then wait, let me add an image to show you what I mean. So here, for example, this one, that is almost invisible, but with the shape, I could now, for example, color the shape into black, and then I will see the dot. So you can play with this. I think using Noteful for planning is also a little bit different. So it is important to understand the app, but you will learn a lot of different tips how to use Noteful with your planner when you plan in Noteful. Alrighty, so now we have the layers feature, and I think the layers are one of the main reasons, or are the main reason why I switched to Noteful, and I know that many people, especially in our community, also switched to Noteful because of layers. And layers are the best. I can only tell it like this. Layers are the best. Layers allowed me to create templates or to create spreads. So switch from simple planner spreads to spreads like this. So you can see I customized everything in my planner. I customized the planner book, the layout, the stickers, even the background and the overlay. Everything is customized in this page, and this is only because of layers. Layers are, I would say, they are a learning curve because overall it's pretty simple, but you need to get used to it. Let's say it like this. So to explain you layers, I'm going to open a notebook with no layers at all. So let me check. Okay, so every single notebook or sticker book or whatever you have has at least one layer. And this is layer number 1. Depending on if you have the free version or the paid version, you can create as many layers as you want. So, how do I start? So what is here? So, okay. So we have one layer. If you want to add another layer, you need to click on add. And then you have a second layer. You can rename layers. So by clicking on the 3 dots, you can rename them. So I could say, for example, background. Okay. And I could name the second one layout, for example. So I can also show you my layers in my planner if you want to copy them. But overall, you can create the layers you want. So for example, in my planner, I have a layer for background. So these are the backgrounds here underneath everything. I have a layer called background elements. So these are all stickers that are underneath my planner. As you can see here, something is underneath the planner. And they are on top of the background, but underneath the planner. So then I have a layer for my planner books, which are, the planner books where I change the color of my planner. We have a layer for papers. Here I save papers, my tabs, or when I change the papers, like here, I also add papers here. I add the wing binder here. So everything that is related to papers is, on this layer. And then I have another layer for templates. So these are all the templates. As you can see, this is the original layout from the Blooming Planner. And this one is completely different. Okay, this one not, but this one. Because I added layout. So let me click on template. You can see I changed layouts. Will this video be saved later from the beginning? Yes, I'm going to download this and then I will go to upload it to YouTube. But since I'm already live for almost 2 hours, it's gonna take a while until I can download this. So I will upload it tomorrow, not today. So, and then I have a layer for editing. So everything that I write in my planner is here. I have another layer with a red dot. This is a private layer. So if you like to share your planner or your spread on social media, Facebook groups, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, and you don't want to use an actual planner just for social media, you can create a layer called private or a red dot or something. And whenever you show your planner in the internet, you can hide a layer. So you can just click on this one here and hide it. And that way, no one will see what is on your private layer. So for example, I sometimes write diaries. And you can see here is text on this, but you cannot see the text because the layer is hidden. So that is pretty cool and helpful, especially when you want to share your stuff in the internet and don't want to share every single information with people in the internet. So, and another layer I have is the stickers layer. So this one is for, mostly for realistic stickers that are on top of my planner. So as you can see, my planner is underneath this sticker, or here are also stickers on top of my planner. And this is because the layer is extra, so this is on the stickers layer. I have a Dutch store layer. I don't use it that often, but I used it in my weekly. That's why I have it. So for example, here I have a Dutch store, and the cool thing is I can just select the layer, I can write on it, and I can hide the layer, and the text will not be on the rest of my planner. And this is why layers are very, very fun, and I'm going to show you more about this because layers are great. Layers are game-changing. So, and last but not least, I have a layer called Wings, or Wings and Overlay, depending on my mood. And this is, so for example, let me check. I don't have some wings in here, but normally when I have like a keychain, like this one, you can see that the part of the keychain is on top of the wing. And this does not look realistic. So, and to make it more realistic, I can go to my wings layer, and then I would go to my sticker book. I would go to wings, and then I could select, a silver wing, for example, paste it on my wings layer here, resize it, and that way you can see I now have new wings, and it will look like the keychain is very realistic inside the wings. And that's why layers are very, very cool. So overall, the layers are working like real layers. So I always try to explain it with items. So wait, let me search for some. So the layers on top, like wings and so on, are the layers on top, okay? So the coconut snack is the wings layer, and the mouse is the stickers layer. So, and the layers on top are also the layers on top. So when I now add something to my stickers layer, it will be here on this layer, and the wings will be on top. So if I have something and place it on the coconut layer, so on the wings layer, it will be on top of everything else. So I guess you understand what I mean. So the layer on the top or the layers on the top are the layers that will cover up everything else. So you start from the bottom to the top, and you can navigate between or inside of layers. So you can use the layers the way they are. You can lock them, which is very important if you don't want to move things around, because the cool thing about layers overall is you can see I have a template here, and I can just go to my editing layer, so to the one where I have my text, and when I select my lasso tool, I can select all of it and move it around. It will only move around my text, not the template, not the papers, not the planner book, not the background, just the text. So once you select a layer, you will only select the things that are on this layer. So if you have a few items on the layer, so let's say, let me go to some stickers. So, when I paste these stickers, you can see we have the notebook and we have this flower crown. And the flower crown is on top of the notebook because I copied this after the notebook. If I want to have the notebook on top of everything, I'm going to click on the notebook and I can click on arrange and bring to front. And now the notebook is on top of the crown. So when you are inside a layer, you can arrange things. So you can now, I could now also click on the crown again and click on bring to front and bring it to front. Because whatever you copy into your layer. So when I click on another sticker and I paste it, it will always be on top. So the newest things will always be on top. But if I don't want to have this on top, let's say I want to have the crown on top, I can just select this, arrange, and bring to front. And this is something you can do inside a layer. So you can select, like what do you want to have on front or to back or something. And you can select it and play with this, but everything is inside a layer. So now, for example, I have my editing layer, but you can see I also have the stickers layer. So, and this keychain, for example, this one is on the stickers layer. So I can now click on my crown and bring it here and now see what happens. It is underneath the keychain. This is because the editing layer is underneath the stickers layer. So, and I can click on it and I can arrange it and bring it to front as much as I want, but it will never be on top of the keychain as long as it's on the editing layer. So if I want to have the crown on top of the keychain, I would need to click on the element, click to move to layer, and would need to bring it to the stickers layer. And now it's on top of the keychain because the crown is the newest thing that I added to the layer. I hope this was clear. If you have any questions regarding this, let me know. And yes, you know how exhausting it is to talk 2 hours without a break? Okay.
Then don't talk 2 hours.
Yeah, but I'm live and I'm explaining the app.
Don't talk 2 hours. Sprech nicht zu den Stunden.
Nein. Yes, I'm saving this live stream on YouTube.
She's stalking me.
Yeah, because of the chicken. Chicken in the kitchen. Okay. So, sometimes it can happen, and I've seen this a few times actually. It can happen that you accidentally delete this. Lol, I got his joke. Really? Are you talking German? You mean 2 hours? Yeah, my husband always thinks he's funny. But he's not. Just sometimes. 2 hours, yeah, I know. Okay, so the next thing. Ooh, the coconut snack is actually very tasty. It's coconut and chocolate, and it's vegan. And it has a lot of calories. Oh my, 200. But both of them, okay. Okay, so sometimes it can happen that you accidentally delete a layer. And guys, trust me, I think this happened to everyone at least one time in a lifetime. So, because once you swipe, a layer is gone. And then you're gonna see it. All the stickers layer is gone, so all stickers are gone as well. So everything, you can see my stickers are lost. But don't panic. There is a new update on Noteful that makes it a bit less painful. Okay, so I wouldn't delete my layers if I didn't know this. So you can now click on layers and you will find 3 dots here, and there you will see show recently deleted. And you can see that I deleted a few things. So now I see my stickers layer and I can click on the 3 dots and recover. And now, when I go back to my layers, the stickers layer is back there. So, When you delete something accidentally, don't worry. You can bring your layers back by clicking here, show recently deleted, but they will only be saved for 30 days. So if you delete a layer, just make sure to restore it as fast as possible. Alrighty, you can also move layers to change the position. So for example, I could say, hey, I want to have the editing thing on top of my stickers. Then you can change the order of your layers as well. Little info, if you delete a layer, it will be deleted on the entire document. So if you really, for example, delete the papers or the templates or the background, whatever, it will be gone on every single page of the planner. So make sure that so if you, for example, don't use a layer for a while, just keep it, because once you delete it, every layer or the layer will be deleted on every single page of your planner, and all the contents that are on this layer will be gone. You can also merge down layers. So this is something that is sometimes very helpful. So when you have like 2 layers, and I have, let's say, this is layer 2. And this is layer 1. I can now see that I have 2 layers with 2 entries. But you can also click on the 3 dots and merge down, and then both is on layer 1. So when you merge layers, everything on the top layer will come to the bottom layer. And that way, yeah, you combined 2 layers. And when you undo, you also can undo something like this. So you can see now I can just undo everything, and I have my 2 layers again. Okay, so is there anything else I could tell about layers? So when you have a layer, so like this, for example, with the stickers, I could say, hey, I don't want to have the stickers, but I don't want to delete the layer. So then you can click on the 3 dots, and you have the option to clear. And you can say, I just want to clear this page only, or I want to clear all pages. When you clear all pages, the stickers will go away from on all pages, which is a pain. So, and it's very close to each other, so really make sure that you don't click on it. So I will just say, okay, this page only, and then the stickers are on this page only, are gone on this page only. So this is also something if you just want to clear one page only. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all about layers. Do you have any questions? No? Okay. No problem. So now we're gonna talk about the other things, outlines and bookmarks. And now let me check something. Can I see who is joining the live stream? Yeah, I can. Okay. Every time Trey drinks water, me want to drink water. Yeah, I have some. It doesn't look so tasty because I had some fresh juice in here, so I added cold pressed juice, and now I added water with lemon. And I don't know if you remember, but yesterday we didn't have water, and today I finally got water. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have water. I love water, and oh my gosh, I missed it. Especially with a fresh lemon or something. Okay, so next thing, and this is maybe very interesting for everyone who wants to organize. the template in the notebook. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I created a new notebook and just dropped it yesterday. And I finally, oh my gosh, guys, this is so cool. I finally started adding all the templates to my notebook. So you can see I have all the weeklies in here. And I also have the dailies. Oh, this is so satisfying. And it's so fun to add all the templates to my notebook. So you can see I have tons of notebooks or tons of templates in here. And I am organizing my template notebook, or also my sticker book, with the outlines feature. And oh my gosh, guys, the outlines are so crazy. I didn't know that you can do so many things with them. So as you can see, I have an outline. So when I click on daily layout, I will come to my notebook number 1, daily templates. And now you can see I have points underneath. So I have daily layout in pink and beige. So now I could click on pink and I will see my pink layouts. And when I say, oh, I'd rather go with beige, I can click on beige. And then I have my beige layout. Yeah, I don't have so many pink layouts in here. I don't know why. So I need to organize this a little bit more. So, and here you can see these are vibrant templates. So, and now I want to show you something. We're going to go to the first layout and I will click on add. And I'm going to call it blooming. So you can always add one specific page to an outline. And now you see we have blooming here. And I can just drag and drop it to the top. And now I can also click on pink and drag it in here to blooming and beige. So you can create sub points or sub outline, sub headers, however it's called, to your outline. So I can go to our daily layouts now, and now I could say, okay, I have blooming here, pink and beige. And now I could also go to my vibrant template and click on add again and say vibrant. Click on OK. And then I have another point called vibrant. So I only have 2 vibrant layouts, but when I go to my outlines, I now have blooming and vibrant. So, and that way you can create as many outlines as you want. You can also add the same outline, so the same page twice. So you can see I have now vibrant 2 times here. And that way you could also create, for example, especially for this template organization here, you could create an outline for all vibrant templates. And then you could, so for example, you could, create one big outline point for vibrant, and then you could add the daily too. So how do I show it to you? Let me think. I have annual pages, so okay, I want to call this differently, but I'm just going to show you what I mean. So I will copy this and I will paste it and I will call this vibrant, okay? So just to show you. Vibrant. So, and then I'm gonna add this to my outline. And I will call it vibrant. So, and then I could also go, for example, to the daily layouts here, click on this, and I could now call it daily layout. And I could then go to vibrant here. So, and that way I would have a vibrant section like this. But if I only want to use the vibrant daily, I could click on daily layout and I will be in my daily layouts. But I will still have the outline, you know. So when I know, okay, I want to use Vibrant layouts only, I can just click on Vibrant and see all the templates that belong to Vibrant. So you can create a lot of different things here. So you don't have to use it for templates only. You can also use it for your stickers or for your planners. So for example, if you have like specific pages in a notebook, for example, you could add the outline to organize your notebooks there. So I would also need to click on Vibrant and bring it to daily layouts. So yeah, this is something you can do, and if you want to remove, you can just delete the outline. You can also set bookmarks, so you can add a bookmark, but you cannot combine the bookmarks. So you just make a bookmark for one page. If you want to create an outline like this, you need to use the outline section. So now let me think, what else could I show you? You know, I still have so many things I would like to show you, but I think I cannot explain everything today. So maybe we need to do another section. So another thing that is very cool in GoodNotes, Noteful, is linking. And creating links in Noteful is actually pretty easy. So I'm going to show you. We're going to create a page together, and I will show you what I mean. So let me go to templates. I want to go to monthly calendars in beige. And I'm gonna select here like this one. I will copy it, bring it to my templates layer like this. And one thing that is also very cool in Noteful, it has like a magnetic feature. So when you resize something and you resize it again, you can see that there is a little magnetic thing, see? And this always happens when you have the original size. So if you want to align something on a template without using the ruler, you could, for example, add the template that it's here on the same height, so as here. And then you could just grab the white point, resize it, and then you grab the left point and resize it again. And it will automatically adjust the size for the original magnetically. And that way you have the same size and everything is aligned. So now I could also add a little screenshot to cover up the rest. I will arrange it and send it to back. Both of the things are on my templates layer, so everything is fine the way it is. So and now I could also add some text. So let me check if I have a journal or something where I already dated because I'm lazy. Or maybe the fitness one. Yeah, here, perfect. So I'm gonna go to template and I will select the numbers and then I'm gonna paste them here and paste them here. Now the cool thing is that I can click on the lasso tool and I can select turn off images, and that way I can now just grab the numbers and I won't move the layout, so I would only move the images. So now I'm going to show you how to link in Noteful, and this is something that is very easy. So I mean, you can also link in GoodNotes, but I think Noteful is even easier. So what we can do now is we're gonna go to the first week. We're gonna go to December, and I will click on the first one. Is it even in... wait. It is not... okay, this is a bit tricky. I already copied my December version into my 2026 planner, but so let me check which day... Or maybe we're just going to date the days we still have left. So this is Friday the 19th, so this is tomorrow. And I'm going to go to this page. And then I will click on the 3 dots. And I'm going to click on copy page link. So, and now when I go back to my overview... I'm wondering, is this a little error here? Oh yeah, okay. So now I can click on the 19 and I'm gonna click on link and I will just paste it. So, and then I can click on link again, paste it, and I can click on it and just select the new page. So here you can see it. So, and when I now go to 21st, I have it on Sunday, so I can swipe now to this week or to Monday 22nd, copy the page link, go back to the overview, and then I will click on the text, link, paste it. Text, link, paste, click on the number 28. Link, page 29. Link, paste 30. Link, paste 31. Link, paste 32. And link, paste 33. And the cool thing is that you always see the thumbnails here, so you can also check a bit. And I just see, okay, this is a weekly reflection. This is a monthly reflection. This is 2025 reflection. So now I could also go to the 29th, 30, and 31. And I know that I already used the 2026 planner for this. So I would go to January and to this page. So here we have the original page. And then I'm going to click on copy page link. And now I will just go back to my previous page with the arrows. And then I click on link, paste, link, paste, select the next one, and link, paste, and this one. So, and now my monthly is linked. So, I mean, I started linking from this Friday, but you see the system is pretty simple. The cool thing in Noteful is that you can actually really link everything. So you can link a text, you can link shapes, you can also link a sticker. So for example, I have a sticker, or I had a sticker, I deleted it, but or I have a sticker here. Here, this is the sticker. And this one is linked to my journal. So when I click on it, it will open my journal. And you can see this was the journal page in my 2025 Blooming Life Planner. So you can also link to other documents. So let's say we want to add a sticker. So let's take this one here. So, and then we can go to another page. So for example, I could say, okay, I want to go to my self-care January just for fun. I click on the 3 dots, copy page link, and then I'm going to go to my Blooming, click on the sticker, link, and paste. And Noteful will automatically recognize that it is a 2026 self-care planner on page 16. So now when I click on it, it's going to open the self-care planner for the January. That way you can create different links to different notebooks. So for example, if you have a main notebook for studying and you have sub notebooks for courses or for your work or for meetings, for projects, whatever you want, you can link, and you can also link to all the different files. So for example, you could also create a main notebook with links to all the notes, and you can link everything, and by clicking on the things you will always come to this to the page. So whatever you want, linking a Noteful is pretty simple. So what I did, for example, in May I used my fitness journal, and you can see I was hiding a lot here, or not, lol, I don't know. Is there something hidden? Yeah. So I tracked, for example, in June, I tracked everything. And what I did is I copied the page link, and then I added a sticker, and I have a sticker. Wait. Wait. I have a sticker, a fitness sticker. So let me go to fitness stickers. And here we have a smartwatch, for example, and I just created a smartwatch sticker. And then I went to my fitness journal, to the June page that I was using constantly, clicked on copy page link, and then I linked this, pasted. And then during June, I always clicked on this to come to the page. And the cool thing is, if you have a sticker with a link, you can also save it to your elements. And then you can always, when you are on a specific page, you can go to your stickers. Okay, here's my watch. Okay, I want to check my fitness journal. Voila, you have access to it. So that is very cool if you have more than one notebook, and if you want to, jump through notebooks, if you want to track your fitness and don't want to forget to track it and so on, you can just, link stickers and, jump through this. Oh, that's a really cool feature. I know, right? So Noteful is so cool. Great tip. Thank you. I'm I'm glad it's helpful. Okay, so one thing I want to show you that I discovered today. When you click on the 3 dots, you have a find feature here. So you can search for words. The problem is, for now, you can only use text. So it will automatically recognize text. So, for example, if you are looking for weekly health, for example, you could type in weekly health. And it's going to show you weekly health. And it will also show you on which page it is. So we have it on a lot of pages here. Here. So, and we have it here on the dynamic tab and here. So what you also can do, so Noteful right now, Noteful only recognize text. So if you have handwriting, it won't recognize it, which is pretty sad. I'm very sad about this. I hope they're gonna change this someday. But one thing that I discovered, especially to organize, for example. So when I was organizing my templates, I was like, okay, this is fun. Yes, you missed the tip again. Hi, Remy. Oh no. I was actually looking if you were in there, but you wasn't, and I didn't know why, so. But if you wanna, so let me finish the tip and then I'm gonna show you. If you have a specific layout, so let's say we're gonna go to the monthly layouts, okay? So I have monthly goals. So, and what you can do, and that is pretty neat, you can go to your text tool, and I could write monthly goals. So, and then I would have my monthly goals are on this page. The cool thing is, I don't want to have this here, but when I now go to the search bar here and type in monthly goals, you can see, so let me go to this page. I can click on this and I will come to the monthly goals here. And if you want to organize a sticker book or also your planner with this to find things, you can have a text box. So I would say it half-sized, because I have monthly goals half-sized and full-sized. And then you can just click on the text style and lower the opacity to 0. And that way, you will not see the tag. But if you go to the search thing and say, hey, I want to watch for monthly goals, you will find it. So, see? You will see it. It will come to the page. And that is pretty cool if you want to organize something without having the feature in here, but still finding it or using the search function. So I think I'm going to use this for my template organization, maybe for other stuff as well. So now I could also add this here again. So let me paste this. I'm gonna bring the opacity to 100. And I could say I want to check this monthly goal full-sized, for example. So, and then I can lower the opacity again. And when I now go and search for monthly goals, I will see monthly goals are half-sized and full-sized. So depending on what I want, I can click on it. And that way I will come to the template that I want to use. If I have any other ideas how to use this feature, I'm going to show you. For now, I just used it for my templates because, as you can see, we have a lot of different templates in here. And sometimes I'm looking for something specific, and then I can just search for it and find the options. And I don't have the text, which is cool. Okay, so Remy, I hope you're still here. So I will show you the tip now. The tip that I was talking about was about the outline. So I just find something very fun regarding the outline. So what I discovered yesterday is that when you add an outline, you can drag and drop them into a header. So you can create subheaders or subtitles, as you can see. And for this, for example, I have the outline 1 for daily layout, which is here. And then I have my blooming templates, and I added this layout here for blooming. And when I click on blooming, I have pink and beige. So that way I can navigate between the different pages. And when I say, oh, I want to use the daily layout, but I don't want to use blooming, I want to use vibrant, then I click on vibrant and I will come to the vibrant template. And to do this, you can just, wait, let me show you here. You can just create an outline, click on add, let's say daily. I will just make it quick and dirty, so daily. And then I could, wait, let me select, let me add something, copy, and paste. So, and then I could click on outline again and say whatever, blooming layout, for example, or blooming pink or whatever, or blooming. So, and then I have 2 outlines, and you can just select one and drag and drop it into the first one. And that way you can create an entire outline. Maybe this helps you too to organize. So I am using the outlines right now to have number 1 for daily layouts, 2 weekly layouts, 3 monthly, 4 so I have monthly calendars and monthly layouts and annual pages. And when I now, for example, say, hey, I want to use a weekly and I want to use a beige one, I can just scroll through it and I will find all the beige ones. And for example, I also added the vibrant templates in here. So now I could create another layout and call it vibrant. And then I would add the vibrant to weekly layouts. So, and I could also go back to pink, for example, and add another one and say blooming. So, and that way I would have like blooming, and then I would add pink to blooming. And I would add beige to blooming. And then I have weekly layouts, pink, blooming, pink, beige, and vibrant. And you can also, for example, select one notebook and call it vibrant. So I'm going to add this here. And then I have, this notebook contains all vibrant templates that I have. And you can call it vibrant. And if you want to have like vibrant daily in the vibrant outline, but you don't want to add the daily layout again, you can go back to the daily layout of vibrant, for example, add this to the outline, and then you could call it daily layout. And you can then just grab daily layout and drag it to vibrant. And that way you could say, hey, I want to go with the vibrant templates today. Let's see what I have. And when you have more than just one template, you can find all of them here, and then you could just check the outline here. I am going to use the outline to organize my templates, and I will, for example, create notebooks for different categories like organizer, productivity, manifestation. And then I will also add all the different styles like blooming, vibrant, and powerful. And then I will have an overview with, for example, productivity. And then I will have vibrant, blooming, and powerful. And for blooming, I'm going to have pink and beige as well. So maybe this helps you to navigate. I think this is even more fun to navigate between different pages because you can immediately hop to the thing or go to the page you want. This is such a useful video, for real. Thank you, Ellie. Okay, so now I would like to explain you 2 more basics, and then I think I need to go offline because my voice is leaving me. I hope I could talk more, but I'm talking for 2.5 hours non-stop. I'm very surprised that you can listen to my voice for such a long time, guys. Okay, so basic tips. Noteful. In Noteful, having Noteful or using templates in Noteful is a pain. It can be a pain, and I will show you why. And I know that most of you probably know this, what's coming now. But since this is a Noteful tutorial, I want to show you one last time. So, when you get a planner or a notebook or a journal from me, you always have a chronological order. So we have a cover, we have a first page, we have instructions, the dashboard with all the templates, and then we have December and the monthly. So this is the December version. So, but then you have, like, for example, quarterly, you have the monthlies, weeklies, dailies, and once everything is over, you're gonna have a reflection, and then you have the extra templates. In Noteful, it's a bit tricky because let's say I want to have an extra template. Let's say I want to have the monthly finances right behind my monthly overview, okay? So when you want to copy a page, you're going to open the overview here with the 4 squares. And then you have a few options, and you can click on copy. And then you can go back to December, for example, and paste it. Go back to the 4 squares and paste the page. It works. So duplicating pages on Noteful is actually possible. So, but now let me show you something. This one is the copied page, okay? And this one is the original one. And normally, when you are on the dashboard and you say, hey, I would like to see the December finances, you would click on it and you would like to go to the original one, right? But you can see we are on the copied one. This is because once you copy a page in Noteful and paste it, it will always, so the link will always go to the page that appears for the first time in Noteful. So instead of coming to the original page, we're gonna have the copied page now, because the copied page is on page number 7 and the original page is on page number 58. So I will always come to page number 7 because page number 7 is before 58. So for the finances, it doesn't matter, but let's say we want to use the weekly health, which is on page 73, and we want to copy this, And once it's copied, we want to go to our weekly, and let's say we want to paste it there because we want to track our weekly health. Everything is fun, so we're gonna filling out all the stuff here, so like we have all our text. Everything is cool. Yeah, like yay, perfect. So, but now let's say we want to go back to our weekly, or we want to use the weekly health template for the next week as well. So we're going to go to our dashboard. We say, hey, let's go to weekly health. Yeah, and then we don't have an empty page. We have the fill out page from our weekly. And there's a way to, change this or to solve the issue. And this requires that you select all the actor templates in the planner. And this is not only my planner, it is for every document in Noteful. So to solve this, you need to go to the actor templates, and you can click on select, and then you have to select all the pages that are behind your dailies or weeklies or planning pages. And then you can, then you can just drag and drop or cut and paste. So you could click on cut, so make sure that everything is selected, cut, and then you go to for example, to your dashboard, and after the dashboard, you're gonna paste. And now, when I go back to my dashboard, I need to paste it afterwards. Wait. Paste. Okay. So when I now go to my dashboard and I go to weekly health, I will come to the original weekly health and not to the one that is behind my weekly. So this is something we have to do when we use a planner or a journal in Noteful. We have to select the actor templates and bring them to front, and that way the links will work. So you can see I can still navigate to all the pages. I can go to the dashboard again. I can go to my December finances, but now they are on the original page. So when I go now to weekly health, and I'm going to call this OG for original, and I'm gonna copy it, and I will go to my weekly and I will paste it. And this one is, of course, this one is the copied one. So, and when I now go back to my template and I will click on weekly health, I will come to the original one because I moved all of them to the front. So, and one last basic is importing a same PDF file to Noteful. If you are using a sticker book, so I think the sticker book is the best example. So I have a sticker book, and my sticker book has an add-on. So we have this, by the way, if you are looking for a sticker book, this is for free in the Facebook group. So if you want to grab it. And I personally like to use the sticker book because I have like the overview, I can click on the header and I will come to my sticker book. So, and sometimes I'm like, I would like to have even more categories. So for example, this is my planner customization. And when I now click on customizer, I will come to an extra overview. And this one is also linked. So when I click on file, I will come to an extra page. So in Noteful, there is a little tricky thing. So if you are using the same PDF and copy it, or if you use the same PDF and import it all at the same time, the same thing is going to happen as with the journal. So the links will break and it will always take the first one. Noteful really messed up when it comes to that, but there is an option to solve this. So for example, I have my sticker book here with all the things. So this is the add-on, and whenever I want to use the add-on, I can use it. And for example, I use it for planner customizer, so I have a header here. But what you need to do is, once you want to use an add-on, so this is for notebooks or for sticker books or for whatever you want to import multiple times in one on the same file, you can click on the 4 squares, select all pages, and then you're gonna share it as a PDF file. And then you can give it a name. So like you can save it to your files and you would say, okay, I want to use this sticker book for winter stickers, for example. So, and then when you want to use the add-on in your sticker book or whatever you want to use it for, you can go to your sticker book and you can now click on insert, import file, and depending on where you saved it, where did I save it? Oh. Where did I save it? Here. I can now click on open and then I'm gonna have the new add-on and it will also work. So this is page number 1, okay? And when I click on this, I will come to the add-on number 1, and when I click on this, I will also come to the first page. So everything works. But if you want to have the add-on a second time in the sticker book, you need to go to the original page again and do the same process. So select all, share it as a PDF, and then just rename it. So instead of calling it winter, so let's say we want to have an add-on for summer stickers, we're just going to write summer, and then we're going to save it and import it again, and then the links won't break. Regarding the same for the sticker book organization, I have an extra tutorial on YouTube. So I explained everything step by step on YouTube if you want to learn more about this. But overall, the 2 basics are, if you want to use templates in Noteful, make sure to bring all extra templates to the front of your planner or your notebook to always get to the first original page before instead of the copied one. And if you want to import a PDF file or the same PDF file over and over again, import it one time to Noteful and then always export it as a PDF and use the exported PDF to import it back to your Noteful notebook. So this also is, for example, if you want to have, like, I can show you this again if you want to. So if I want to use a notebook here, and let's say I want to have 10 more notebooks in this one, I will go to notebooks. Let's delete this. And I would select all the notebooks here. So let's say here, all the 10 notebooks. I would select them. And then, I already did this yesterday. And then I would share them, save them as PDF, and import them again. And then the links will work. So I did this here yesterday, obviously. Are you going to make an updated white side daily PNG? What do you mean? What do you mean by white side daily? Hi Shelly, I sent you a message for after you are off live. Okay. Do you mean for the self-care planner? The daily for the self-care is in the self-care templates. Blooming Life Planner. The right hand plate. You mean the new one? This one with the new to-do list? Yes, they will come to the Blooming library. So all updated templates, so the ones that I updated in the Blooming will come to the library. It is already on my list, but I actually created something new for the Blooming library. Since I'm live for such a long time, I'm going to upload this tomorrow. But for example, I also created new weekdays. So we have new colors, like here. And they will also come to the Blooming library, same as the weekly, the week counters. And the new daily, so let me check. So the new weekly is coming to the Blooming library with the quick links. Then I'm also going to upload the daily to the Blooming library. And I changed a few pages in this one, so I just need to check which ones. But the master to do, for example, this one will also come to the Blooming library because this is updated. The list template, so all the new templates, the ones that are updated. So this one not, because this is already, it's just one, this is already available. But everything that I changed somehow, like for example, I also changed the goals. And this one will also come. So yeah, I need to check. So the weekly has the live rating and all the things. The right side page has a different toolbar. In the daily or in the weekly? Do you mean this one? Yeah, you don't have the quick links anymore. You just have this one here. But yeah, I'm uploading them to the Blooming library. It's just that I spent the whole time today with Blooming library things and some private things, because sometimes I also need some privacy. Okay, so guys, was this helpful for you? Did you learn something new, or was this something that you already know? Was this helpful for you for a beginner? So do you feel a little bit more confident, a little bit better now? Do you still have questions? I would truly appreciate your feedback. It was definitely helpful for me. Okay, that is good to know. I learned a lot of things today. Thank you, Jelly. I'm very glad to hear this. So I will also brainstorm a little bit on how I can, on how I can make smaller tutorial videos on YouTube for you. So I am trying to update you and to make also some smaller YouTube videos. So like a little Noteful series. So just in case not everyone wants to watch a 3-hour live stream. But yeah, I am happy that it helped you, or at least one. And I'm going to save the live stream on YouTube, so you can come back to YouTube. But again, it is just the orientation. So the live stream replays on YouTube they don't look so nice, I have to say. So let me show you. So it is just like this. It's not so cool, but maybe it still helps you. But yeah, again, I'm also going to plan a little Noteful series on Yeah, Instagram and YouTube. Okay. I just need the whole video uploaded to rewatch it. Yeah, don't worry, I'm going to do this. But I will upload it tomorrow, and I will also upload the live stream replay from yesterday. I will also upload this tomorrow because it's late. My throat hurts and I just want to sleep. So if you're fine with that, I would go to sleep now. Alrighty. So, I would say thank you so much, guys, for watching and for being a part of the live stream. I'm happy that it helped a few of you. We will be, or I will be live on tomorrow on YouTube, and we're gonna create a setup, a question a day setup in our Blooming Life Planner. And yeah, so tomorrow YouTube 8 p.m. CT. Okay, I will wait till tomorrow. Thank you for your time and patience and guidance, Chelly. You are welcome. Thank you, Chelly. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Have a good night too later. I hope you get some rest and your throat feels better tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be better just because I talk so much. Okay, thank you so much, guys. We're gonna see us tomorrow. Bye bye.